What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the ABCs of OSS, where we're breaking down the world of open source software one letter at a time. I'm Taylor, and today we're arrived at U for upgrades, the unavoidable reality of software that absolutely refuses to stay the same version forever. Let's not pretend. Upgrading software is nobody's favorite hobby. It's the digital equivalent of cleaning out your garage. You know it has to happen, but you're pretty sure you're going to find something horrifying in there. But at open source, upgrades aren't just important, they're survival. Every project you love, Linux, Python, Node.js, Kubernetes, moves forwards whether you like following it or not. New features, new fixes, new security patches, new breaking changes that make you question everything. And if you don't upgrade, you end up running old, vulnerable, dusty code that's hanging on to life like a flip phone in the 5G era. So what exactly are upgrades in the OSS world? They're the steady heartbeat of a project. Every version bump is a sign that someone is fixing bugs, adding features, improving performance, and keeping the lights on. Let's break it down. Upgrades usually fall into three buckets. Patch releases, the tiny fixes that quietly save your app at 3 a.m. Minor releases, the improvements and features that make your life easier. Major releases, the ones that break half your code and send you spiraling through Stack Overflow. And here's the twist. Open source moves fast. Too fast sometimes. There's always a new version, a new dependency, a new build tool, a new compatibility note that reads like a warning label on experimental medicine. But upgrades matter because they keep your software secure, compatible, supported, and ready for the future instead of stuck in 2014. Ignore upgrades long enough and suddenly you're trapped on a version so old it might as well be fossilized. Your dependencies stop supporting you, your tools stop working, your auditors start sweating, and your developers start plotting an escape. This is why planning upgrades isn't optional, it's strategy. The best OSS teams treat upgrading like brushing their teeth. Routine, regular, non-negotiable. But let's be real, upgrading can hurt. Sometimes a project changes APIs overnight. Sometimes your test explodes. Sometimes your favorite plugin hasn't been updated in years and now you're rewriting half your stack on a random Tuesday. That's where long-term support comes in. Some projects offer extended stability releases. Others let the community maintain backports. And then you've got companies, like the folks making this series possible, providing never-ending support so your old code base doesn't become a security liability. Because upgrading is great, but sometimes you just need your legacy software to stay alive while you buy time, budget, and sanity. In the end, upgrades are the rhythm of open source. They're how projects evolve, how communities improve, and how the internet avoids collapsing under the weight of decades-old tech. And that's you and our alphabetical march through OSS. Next time, we're jumping into V for versioning, the art and science of deciding whether a release is a patch, a minor, or a catastrophic major that ruins your weekend. Until then, keep your change logs readable and your upgrades frequent. Peace out.